Your own understanding, truth under Babylon's empiricism. What up? On here real quick to talk about a friend of ours. Um, you know her as Karen. To those who don't know what a Karen is, I'll explain very briefly. It is a Caucasian woman or Caucasian descendant female that decides it's her responsibility to face the world of all ethnic groups with her emotions and her viewpoint and just her opinion, her little 2 cents, and involve herself in things that she needs not be involved in, or create situations out of nothing just to assert her position as higher or better. So so now we talk about why does Karen do what she do? Why is Karen a Karen? Why do we call her Karen? That's what we choose to call these people. Um, so there's a bunch of videos out that basically talk about the things that Karen likes to do. And my thing is, yeah, we know how to talk about things. We know how to describe issues very well. We could even put an intelligent twist on our observation or our synopsis when it comes to the idea of Karen. It's simple to do that. You could talk about anything, and describe it and develop a whole dialogue based on the situation. I like to delve a little deeper as far as finding out the reasons why they are the way they are. I don't care about the little nuances and the little episodes and the units of forgotten progression. I don't dwell on those. I dwell on the reasons why things happen. I don't dwell on them. I actually try to investigate. I use a scientific approach because all scientists don't wear white coats. So you talk about energy here because it all boils down to energy. Um, Karen, like any other female, has feminine energy. Feminine energy is the counterpart to masculine energy, um, and they are both very very prominent. They are both to be reckoned. These are forces to be reckoned. Now you have to understand this dynamic. When you're dealing with these particular issues, because you'll be caught up on just what happens as a result of a person being a Karen or a Ken or a Leroy or Tamika, whatever you want to say. Um, Pardon my little cough in there. I got a little smoking earlier. So anyway, um, yeah, you can't really dwell on those nuances because the idea of why is important. Why did she do these things? If you understand energy, like I said, the masculine for the agenda and the feminine for the same agenda. The feminine is going to protect the masculine. Why? Because that's her place. She can't go anywhere without her masculine energy. She can't go anywhere. If she sees her masculine energy under attack, what do you think she's going to do? Most of the policies, most of the programs out here are based on feminine energy anyway. They're feminine influenced. They're pardon, influenced by the just the whole process of femininity, meaning that is a protection, a defense for a species. Femininity. It's another aspect of thinking, another aspect of, you know, the other side of masculinity. It helps in order to guide purpose. The purpose is the entire race. So when you being the female in a race that has an agenda and has a position and a said purpose, then you can only react to the things that are happening to the masculine side, using your femininity, using whatever it is that you use in your cognition to deal with situations that are basically part of war. You know, it's she knows we're at war. He knows we're at war. You know, Karen and Ken, they both know they started the war, so of course they know. So when Karen sees her idealism, her masculine energy being attacked, you know, she can only be who she is, which is the secretary of the agenda, you know, and let it be known that you're still you and you're still in the position that you were at another space. You know, I'm not going to say time because it doesn't exist. These are all spaces, these are points, these are all units of forgotten progression. This is how we classify them in order to create a maze, a maze or a construct based on an agenda, an idea, based on oppression, basically. So that's what Karen is there to do. She's doing her job, basically. Um, you can obviously make little reports about Karen episodes, or you can understand why Karen's doing it and ignore the hell out of her. You know, just move on, because she's there. She's just doing her job. You know, some of them actually, you know, do their job too well. You know, some of them have positions. You know, and like I said, in policies, in bureaucracy, that guides public perception because of the legislation behind it all. And so it hypnotizes you into thinking that, you know, it's just business. It's actually the business of your ass. So, you know, you can't be mad. You know, they're in a position, Karen is in a position to be Karen. You know, she's just doing her job. Um, it's your job to play your position, to understand, you know, to understand these things and to move past the third dimensional thinking. You got to get past it. You have to get really past that immediately, because while you're stuck thinking about or creating dialogue or just doing little, you know, public press reports about the things that are going to happen when you have oppression and tyranny just, you know, running rampant. So of course you're going to have these things happen. Don't, I mean, you can either waste your time reporting on these things, or you can actually do something about yourself in order to get yourself out of being the victim of these things, because they're always going to happen. You're always going to be a victim of things that are happening in a war against you. It's common sense. So yeah, we can, like I said, we can create dialogues about Karen, or we can understand what Karen is doing her job, and do your job.